Today is day number 10. I am excited to get started. I have not peeked at the sourdough, which is really good for me because sometimes I have to take little looks, but I haven't peeked, so let's go. I feel like we're at a standstill. At this point, I kind of feel like every single day I'm doing the exact same thing for 10 days and it looks the exact same. It's not getting any bigger. It's not getting any more bubbles than it did the day before. I mean, it's not bad though. It's not molding or anything. So I think at this point I might put it in the oven. I think I'm just going to put it in the oven, turn the light on, and keep them in there. I think maybe it's just a little bit too cold in my house. My house is, like, the temperature gauge is usually at 68. And I was reading that it said it should be around 70, 72 for it to, like, get active. So let's try putting it in the oven, turning the oven light on, and seeing what it looks like in 4 hours. If it doesn't look any different in 4 hours, then, yeah, I don't know. Actually, 12 hours, you know, like tomorrow. Let's just hope that I remember that it's in there before I make dinner tonight. Just a little update. My oven light turns off automatically. So that sucks. So I guess I'm just gonna have to turn it on every time I remember. Great. I just checked on the sourdough and it's doing really, really good. Like, I can just tell you there's more bubbles. It's getting bigger. I actually ended up putting the air fry button on, and then I just, because that warms up the fastest, so I just turned that on for a couple seconds, and then I put my hand in there and it started to feel like it was getting warm. So I shut it off right away, and I've just been touching the light button every single time I come in the kitchen, and it seems like guts getting warmer and staying warm. So yeah, I think it's working. I think it's doing great. So the sourdough did amazing in the oven. I saw a huge difference. So I definitely am going to do that again today. It's 0 degrees outside. It's just too cold for my sourdough to be sitting out. So I put it in the oven. My oven light turned off every like 15 seconds. So whenever I came in the kitchen, I would just turn it on, and then I would turn on the oven to heat it up a little bit, and then turn it right off just to keep it warm in there. I realized I don't have to do this all the time. It's just to get my sourdough active, and then once I put it in the fridge, I think it will be a lot less maintenance. So let's get started and see what it looks like today. So while it was in there, I definitely thought it got bigger, but I guess it still just looks the same. It doesn't really look any bigger. But now that we're in the warmth, I'm excited to see what it does today now that it's warmed up. I definitely feel a difference in like touching the glass. And then this little guy, he still kind of looks the same. it's like, what would you say, -1 degrees outside. Don't touch that. And I completely forgot about the sourdough in the oven. I turned on the oven and the sourdough is in there. So she's a little warm, but she's okay. So as I was stirring her around, I noticed that there was some gray spots on the top of the jar, and I think she has mold, which I kind of figured would happen because I wasn't consistent with the lid. Like, I did paper towel and then I did the napkin thing, and then yeah, so she's moldy and we're gonna have to throw her away. And so now we're still with one starter. We did it, guys. We are finally rising. We are happy. We are bubbling. We are better than we have been this whole entire time. And we have made it for now. Look at this. I put this rubber band on yesterday just to see if it's going to rise. And look at how good she's doing. Shirley is... This feels so good because I was at the point where I was not wanting to do it anymore. Well, I just wanted to start over because I was like, I don't know. I don't know what to do anymore. But she's warm and she's happy and she's bubbly and she's big. So we're going to take half of her out today and then we're going to feed her and then put her back in her little home. Okay, so I think I might do another double feeding today. So this is where we're at. And yeah, she's nice and bubbly, but she's not as big as she got yesterday. So, and she's kind of liquidy. So I think a double feeding is exactly what she needs. So we'll get doing that today and then we'll do another one later tonight. So we're gonna try the float test today for the first time and see if she's active and ready to bake. I'm not sure if she is, but let's just try it out and see. I'm gonna feed her and then I'm probably gonna save the discard today and put that in another jar, I think. And then I feel like I'm gonna have so many jars of sourdough, but we'll have to figure that one out. So let's do this float test and see what happens. We gotta do this quick because my son is waking up. So I'm just gonna take a little bit out of here. See what it does. I don't think it's gonna float. She's active and she's... Oh my goodness, what do we do now? What do we do now? What do we do? Okay. I don't know. I'm so excited. So we can definitely